Good morning, I'm John Milikowski, founder of Milikowski Tax Law, and this is Tax Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the SBA loan process and how the government determines which loans will be audited. SBA does publish certain factors, what they consider to be fraudulent or misrepresented facts to the SBA to obtain a loan. Some of those things include overstating income, understating or failing to identify certain liabilities, failing to disclose a criminal record, and that is one of the questions on the SBA loan application. Do you have a criminal record? Other indications of potential false information is not identifying whether you're a true owner of the company or not, and providing false Social Security numbers, altered tax returns or false tax returns. Now, when people have applied for the SBA loan, the 2019 tax return, income tax return was not due. So people had to estimate, but what happens if you file your 2019 income tax return and it's substantially different from what financial information was reported to the SBA? Some things to consider. The payroll tax return would have had to been filed quarterly, and it's filed in the month after the quarter ends. So your payroll information should match your 941 quarterly federal payroll tax return data. At least all 4 quarters should be added up in obtaining the average payroll per month. Those are some of the things that the government's looking at in determining whether they're going to identify a loan to be audited. But in summary, they're looking for the status of the company, whether it was shut down before COVID-19 or after, because again, the purpose of the loan was to keep employees employed, not to allow owners to recoup losses from prior years or, the time before COVID-19 forced the economy to shut down. The number of employees they will be looking at as well, and the ownership of the business. So there was an article published in the USA Today about 2 men from Rhode Island who applied for and obtained SBA loan funds, approximately $500,000, and the company had actually closed before COVID-19 had forced the economy to close. They indicated that they had so many, we'll say 20 employees, and had done so much in revenue, when in fact the company never reopened, never hired employees, and the owners kept the money. So those are obviously some clear indications. But what happens if now you're getting toward the end of the, exhausting those SBA PPP loan funds and you're looking to apply for forgiveness? Have your accountant, CPA, and even a tax attorney review any risk exposure you might have, because your financials will change once your financials are reconciled with your bank statements. Make sure that that information that you originally provided to SBA is accurate, and if it's not, hire a tax attorney to review your information and identify what your risk exposure is. That number really that far off from what was reported to the SBA? And if it is there a legitimate explanation that you could provide to minimize that risk exposure? I'm John Milikowski, founder of Milikowski Tax Law, and we review our clients' civil and criminal exposure with either IRS with respect to tax returns or SBA loans regarding the financial information provided. Thank you very much. Please refer to other blogs and videos that we have posted on our website. Again, I'm John Milikowski, founder of Milikowski Tax Law.